now almost certain that once again the position Kenya will have a female Deputy Chief Justice, and if the Judicial Service Commission decides to ensure there is gender balance at the top of the judiciary as happened last time, the Chief Justice will most likely be a man. 13 female candidates have been shortlisted for the position of Deputy Chief Justice, while 18 others will be interviewed for the position of Judge of the Supreme Court. KTN's Moremi Mwangi begins our broadcast tonight.
The race to replace retired Deputy Chief Justice Kalpana Rawal will be a battle between 10 serving judges and 3 lawyers, all of them women. Court of Appeal judges shortlisted for the Deputy Chief Justice interviews are Martha Koome, Agnes Murgor, Wanjiru Karanja, Philomena Mwilu, Fatuma Sichale, Hannah Okwengu, and Roslyn Nambuye, who has also been shortlisted for the Chief Justice interview. The High Court judges in the Rawal succession race are Abida Aroni, Lydia Chode, and Pauline Nyamwea, but they will be battling it out against lawyers Sarinda Kapila, Pamela Mwikali, and Joyce Majiwa.
There is a lot of arguments both sides.
While 18 applicants have been shortlisted for interview to replace retired Supreme Court Judge Philip Tunoi.
Each candidate for Chief Justice will be interviewed for 1 day, and for Deputy Chief Justice and Supreme Court will be interviewed for half a day. At the end of the process, one name will be submitted to His Excellency the President for submission to Parliament.
But the Law Society of Kenya has now written to the Judicial Service Commission demanding to know the criteria used to slash the list of shortlisted applicants for Chief Justice from 14 to 6. The 6 shortlisted applicants are Supreme Court Judge Smokin Wanjala, Court of Appeal Judges Al-Nashir Visram, David Maraga, Roslyn Nambuye, and High Court Judge Musaga Mbogoli and Senior Counsel Nzamba Kitonga.
What the JSC committee was supposed to look into in this first phase is to see whether the applicants meet the minimum requirements.
There may have been views of individual commissioners, but in the end, our process is that commissioners persuade each other, and out of the reasoning of the commission in its processes, a decision is arrived at.
Probably outside the advert.
Although most of the applicants left out of the shortlist are yet to receive regret letters, sources within the JSC say some of the applicants who were academically qualified for the jobs were rejected on grounds of failing to meet the integrity threshold of Chapter 6, while others were found to be lacking in leadership qualities. Among the 8 rejected applicants for the Chief Justice job is law scholar Professor Makau Mutua and Supreme Court Judge Jackton Ojwang.
I would think within a process like this, which has huge and attracts huge public interest, that it would be only fair that perhaps they do not get condemned unheard, and perhaps that the reasons why they did not make the shortlist are communicated to them.
Those details are there, and as I said, they are kept as a record. I think any individual interested in that record would seek to apply for that record, but that record exists and it is there.
Now, with the names of all the shortlisted candidates finally out, the attention now turns to the members of the public who have 21 days to raise any complaint against any of the 37 applicants that have been shortlisted for the interviews. Moremi Mwangi, KTN News in Nairobi.